I'll tell you exactly what the conversation was. Matt came off. Of course, you've got 45,000 people chanting his name, and I had already made the decision I was going to go to Familia. And he walked down to me. He goes, "This is my night. This is my game. I can do this. You've got to let me go out there." And I said, "You know what? I've been waiting for this forever. I've been waiting for you to say, hey, I want the baseball. Send me out there." And I love that. I love players who, believe in themselves. You talk to them all the time about, hey, look, you got to believe in who you are and your stuff. And here he is, in the dugout saying this. And I said, you know what? You're right. This is, go get him. And obviously it didn't work out, but at that particular time, I love that competitiveness that he showed in the dugout.
And 2015, Terry, from our vantage point, was such an adventure with Harvey. We were talking all about the innings. And then, of course, he pitched so many deep into the postseason, into Game 5 in the World Series. What did you see him go through during that period where you wanted to see that competitiveness that you finally witnessed in Game 5, but you also knew how important his future was to him?
Well, it was a tough season because before we started, he was, we were raving about this rotation: Harvey, Syndergaard, DeGrom, Matz, and Bartolo. So we knew that we had issues with the innings pitched for all those guys except for really Bartolo. So there was a time during the summer where, hey, look, we were going to have to limit innings. So I talked to those guys one day in Pittsburgh about going to a 6-man rotation, and Matt Harvey is the only guy who said, I don't want to do that. I want the ball every 5 days. Then it wasn't long after that where it came out through Scott Boras and, hey, look, Matt's not going to pitch that much. And that's where all of a sudden things had to change. And so we tried to make some adaptations as we went through towards the end of the year. And then he pitched the game against the Yankees in Citi Field. He pitched 5 innings, threw pretty good. Came in my office the next day and he said, I'm done with this. I want the baseball. Let me pitch. And so all of a sudden, I saw that energy, that competitiveness. That dark night showed up that night. Hey, look, I'm the guy here. And that's why at the end of the season, I think he pitched like as good as he could.